Alright guys, it is day 2 of painting the back of the house. Yesterday, shout out to 2 old people on the couch for the shirt that they gave me, but I was able to paint the whole back side of the house. I resprayed all the railing, all the boards down here at the bottom and everything. Now Matt and I are going to go back in and do all the little cracks. I'll show you real quick over here what I'm talking about. This is what takes a long time to do. I've already started a little bit, but you can see up here, all the little cracks in between. We're going through and hand painting everything. I've already done the whole bottom part over here. I started working on the top up there. So it's gonna be a lot of work. Perfect weather today, nice and sunny. Should be able to get a nice tan going. So I'm done talking, let's get to work. Alright guys, you can see behind me, all this stuff up here is painted now. I was climbing up that ladder, a little scared, not gonna lie, but I had Matt back here on the back side of the house. Oh, been a long day so far. Feel like I'm already sunburned, but he painted all this section here, all the stripes, all the way over there to the other side of the door. I hung up the wood back again, put the shutters up on this side. Still working on that side back there, but it's a lot of work, but it's finally getting done. I want to give a shout out to Tom and Rhonda at Home with Tom and Rhonda, my neighbors, for letting me borrow their ladder. This thing is awesome. It's really tall, so I'm able to get up there a lot easier than I would with my 8-foot ladder. So shout out to you, Tom and Rhonda. Thanks for letting me use your ladder. All right, guys, it's the next day, and it's supposed to be raining all day, so we figured we would just talk a little bit to end this video. It's been an adventure, we'll say that, of redoing the outside of the house. Of course, you haven't helped out much because you haven't been here. So Matt and I have been painting everything, redoing everything. I finally have a little bit of money to be able to redo stuff.
Yeah, I was going to help on the dormer and paint that, but it's supposed to rain. And it's been crazy windy, so I ain't getting up there right now. But yeah, pretty much however long ago it was when we got the shed.
2017.
It was more of a way to get a house with not a huge investment, if you wanna put it that way. It was an easy way to not rent or have a mortgage, and in less than, what was it, like 3 years it was paid off?
Yeah, it was a 5-year payment plan, and I had it paid off in about 3 years. So I still have a little bit of debt for building everything, but other than that, that was the whole point of doing this whole shed to house thing. But
yeah, and the payment on this was pretty much less, like a lot less than what we were paying for rent at the house we lived at before this.
It was just under $700 for the building a month.
Yeah, and we were paying $1,200 to $1,400 a month for a house out here in the Dallas area.
Here's our money, throwing it away.
Yeah,
month after month. We were in that house for 5 years.
We could have paid it off.
5 years times $1,250 a month.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money to be thrown away.
Yeah.
So now that I have the house paid off, I have a little bit more money in my pocket. Now I'm able to go back and fix things that we kind of just did
skimped on. Yeah. So we had almost no budget coming into this. That's why we did this, just like everyone else that does this. You don't really live in a shed and convert a shed because you're filthy rich. That's just not really what you do. You're doing it to get out of debt. You're doing it to go smaller. You're doing it to, save money because you don't have a lot of money. And so we learned a lot along the way. We learned that drywall is absolutely amazing.
Shit.
We're just not the ones that need to put it in.
I hate drywall with a passion.
But there's a reason why drywall is good and why you should consider it. You can't burn it. It's very, very fire resistant.
We've tried it.
Yeah, we've tried to burn it. And
a long time to burn.
Yeah, you would have to like soak it in some type of fuel forever to get it to burn. So it really, really does its job. It's just a pain in the butt. So then we end up putting some shiplap over it and, went that route. But sheetrock was cheap and we'd never done it, so we tried it. So it's just one of those things that when you live in an empty shell and you can build by yourself and do it on your budget, you get to learn new skills and stuff, and we learned that we don't have the skills for sheetrock.
And one good thing about having a smaller house is a 16 by 50, so 800 square foot. It doesn't take a very long time to have to paint everything. And this is me rolling it on, Matt and I. It took us, overall, it's going to take less than a week to do everything.
How many gallons of paint you think it took?
3 gallons.
3 gallons of paint. That's pretty cheap to paint your entire house.
Yeah, 3 gallons, and then the stain was probably 2 gallons or so. But yeah, that's the good thing. And I know I get people will give me jabs and stuff about always switching things up, but that's the good thing about living small. You can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it fairly cheap.
So who cares?
The most expensive part of the build so far, or of this makeover, was the railing in the front because the treated lumber was expensive. But other than that, like paint and stuff is not very much, and it's, I don't know.
That's the beauty. It's like
a big difference.
We've always been the type that whether we were in an apartment or a house, we were always repainting walls and stuff. It's just one of those things that we like change. We don't like the same thing every single day. So it is beauty. The kitchen cabinets have changed, probably like 3 or 4 different colors. The walls have changed.
The fireplace has changed. It was
brick, faux brick,
and then we changed to cedar. My end result is on rock, but
that'd be down
I'll
the road,
stick with the cedar for a while. But yeah, I like change, and so far I like the way it's looking on the outside. To me, it does feel more like a cabin instead of the whole farmhouse look. So this is the 3rd video. I'll probably end up making a 4th. We still got to paint the dormer. We got to do all the white trim again, and then also I got to put some deck over on the front porch. So there's still quite a bit of work left to do. So I may put another video or 2 out on this one, but this was more of just finishing off the back side of the house, as you saw earlier. And I don't know, I'm liking the way it's looking. It makes my cabana match the house, which I liked. And I don't know, I'm happy.
Yeah, if y'all have any other shed to house videos out there that you like, link them down below and show them, because I was kind of talking to him yesterday. I said, man, we need to come up with something for the skirting around the bottom that can make it look more like a permanent foundation, but you can still get under there. Again,
I just use little cedar strips for now.
And it looks good, and it's, a while back when it froze, it was easy to get under there, mess with some pipes. It wasn't hard. It's a lot better than having like stone that's mortared in all the way around. You couldn't really get under there. But if you guys have any other links, comment them down below, and then that way you can check them out and stuff. And potentially, coming up pretty soon, some of you guys know that we have Shoot Dang clothing line. We're trying to get a tiny shed and turn it into a studio / work office, stuff like that. So that'll be something that I don't know if you'll make it match this or you'll do something completely different on the inside.
I may. It just depends on where I put it in the yard. Because right now I have the barn. I have 3 structures. I have the barn, which is red, my man cave, which is green, and the house is green. The same, and it matches the house. But yeah, if I put it up next to the house, it'll match everything over here. But if not, I don't know. I may go wild with it.
Yeah. So if you are into shed to house, or maybe I'm building a tiny house, so maybe if you guys are interested in one of those, I would personally recommend, if you don't have a lot of building experience, go with the shed. You learn a lot. I learned a lot from this before I started building a tiny house, and that stuff is over my head. So I would highly recommend doing a shed to house. Tons of videos out there.
I think most people do it because they're afraid to start the structure.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. And
You can get this thing just dumped on your property. I mean,
and you just we started living in it with nothing here. We had no choice. We had to get out of our lease house.
We didn't have to. We chose to.
Well, we could have
pay.
renewed it more, but you know, so we kind of moved in. And
we're brothers, by the way, just in case there's somebody new watching this. I know when we posted before, people are like, "Oh my gosh, you're a cute couple,"
and I'm like,
but no. So I wanted to end this video with asking what you guys think I should do on the east end of my house. It's the side of Matt's bedroom. I was painting it with the 20-foot ladder.
Your partner?
No, Matt's my older brother. Oh. But it was the wall that's just nothing on it. I want some ideas on what you think I should put over there.
16 feet wide by 8 feet tall.
More than 8 feet. If you get
I mean just the main part.
I mean, it's a big section. I thought about doing like a pergola, maybe a greenhouse, maybe just some kind of accent on that wall or something. But comment down below and let me know what you guys think
Would it
of
be like a
that.
Spanish accent or more of like a Russian?
I do live in Texas, so maybe a little Spanglish in there.
Okay.
Alright guys, so once again, this is video 3 of however many I want to do for this shed to house makeover, the farmhouse to cabin makeover, I should say.
Yeah.
So, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do, go down and smash the like button. What else should they do?
Subscribe to the Crockers.
No.
Oh,
I guess you can. That's his channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do it. So I have a few more videos coming out for the shed to house.
And I have a whole playlist on my channel.
When we started all this.
Yeah.
So check it out, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.